Welcome to Show Unnamed with Glenn and Dan. I'm Glenn.
I'm Dan.
Okay, so today is the 24th of November, which is usually like Thanksgiving.
Right.
It's like late this year.
Yeah.
Like usually like 23rd, 24th, 25th. The Thanksgiving is Thursday, as it is every year.
Yeah.
The last Thursday in the month. Are you doing anything
I'm working Thanksgiving.
during the, Thanksgiving?
I go in, my shift starts at 5:45 p.m.
On Thanksgiving?
on Thanksgiving. Yep.
Oh, that's so fucked.
It's soul-crushing and demoralizing.
So can I ask, are you wearing a maroon shirt that day?
Maybe a lighter hue, but yes.
Yeah, that's
Uh-huh.
So
Yep.
so you're working from 5
Until
now. Is this
yeah.
place open at 5?
6. I go in quarter of.
6 o'clock,
Yeah.
and they're open. Now, how long is your shift?
Till 2:15, so
In
the morning.
Okay,
Then
you
I have work-
scared me.
No, then I have work later that day at like 12.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's just insane. Like, we have meetings sometimes or whatever. I usually don't go to them just because my work center doesn't really participate in that sort of stuff. And my boss is just talking, and he's just saying, yeah, we're just competing with everyone else. Walmart's open in this time. Last year it was 8 o'clock. Now we're moving it to 6, and there's just like no hint of humanity, and it's sad.
I only go to Walmart when I go to my wife's family's town.
I hate Walmart.
I do too.
I deplore those people.
I
who own
almost
that place.
never go to Walmart.
Yeah,
I
don't.
almost never. And we have no choice because it's literally a 25-mile drive to the nearest Target from her mom's, and there's a Walmart 2 miles away. It's just it is there. The Walmart in Mount Pleasant is the only Walmart that gets any money from my family. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I guess that's acceptable. But
So yeah, because it's seriously so far. The closest Target is so far, so there's no way. So that's where I'll be going. I'll be leaving. I'm leaving Wednesday, coming back Friday. Just in time for the Frosty special at 8 on Friday night. But I had a really bad Thanksgiving. I was 19, and some of you don't know. Most of you probably don't know. I had my first child. I didn't. My lady friend had a child when I was 19, right after I turned 19, and I went to her in-laws, which was not her stepdad. It was my in-laws, but her stepdad's family. So it's not even her dad's family, her stepdad's family. And those people were so kind. No, you know what? In all honesty, they were the kindest people. They like their beverages,
right.
And they have a bar in their basement, fully stocked bar, really awesome. And so I was 19, but I had a kid. I had an apartment. I had a kid. I was totally cool to drink. So I drank, and I wasn't as good at it yet as I am now. And so I probably drank 8 Coors Lights or some kind of shitty beer that, and had they were I cannot express to you how awesome they were. And I had a younger brother-in-law who was high school aged, and so he had just gotten his driver's license, and he drove. I went with him. I left, and we went to his friend's house, also 16. So now here's a 19-year-old adult drunk, in the kitchen of a 16-year-old kid's house, and we're just kind of talking, and it just hits me. Now, have you ever seen me eat?
Yeah.
I'm disgusting. I'm a disgusting eater. I don't really chew my food well. I just really tear through food. So I had been drinking. I didn't eat the turkey well. You know what I mean? Like chunks went down my gullet, and so it hits me in this kid's kitchen. I have to puke. And I don't know this house. I don't know where the bathroom is. I haven't used it yet. And it was go time. It was time. So I threw up in the sink.
Nice.
Now, luckily and unluckily, it had a garbage disposal.
Yeah.
So because I was puking chunks of turkey, like chunks of turkey, and beer and mashed potatoes, and so it must have been horrific. Like I can't imagine what this was like from the outsider's point of view, because in the moment I didn't give a shit.
Right.
So so the kids, like I cleaned it up.
Yeah.
You know, I did the thing with the garbage disposal, which I think kind of pushed the smell around the house a little bit, you know.
Rooms.
Yeah, and the dad came in and he was none too pleased. Didn't say anything. Like I think that guy was like a beaten down dude, and I actually think that his wife had like mega drug problems. So like I don't even know if he noticed. Like they swore to me that he didn't notice.
Really?
And I'm like he had to have.
Right.
Because I mean, you know when somebody's like just puked. Like there's no hiding
it's not
it.
that subtle.
No, so like the smell, I can't imagine. But yeah, that was my my 19th.
That's pretty awesome.
Thanksgiving. just woofing in some dude's kitchen, some 16-year-old kid's kitchen.
Oh man, I'm sure you gave him an ideal to strive for.
Oh
awesome.
Shit. So we are finally doing our Banksy talk, which is very exciting.
Yeah.
First we watched. We'll talk about the one that's on HBO. It premiered on the 17th, which is a week ago today. We got advanced copies of it, and we were able to see it. And I feel really bad for HBO because we told them we were going to watch it and talk about it, and we watched it.
Yeah.
But we did not talk about it until a week later. So we're very sorry, HBO. But it was interesting.
Yeah. I thought it was pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's a crowdsourced film. They did not have a crew for this film. It was all YouTube videos. In fact,
were there some? Are you sure there were some? Were there some interviews though between? Because it seemed like some people had like.
Yeah, I mean, you know what?
There had to be a. I think there were a few.
I don't know.
Because there was that one young woman they kept cutting back to, and it definitely seemed like they were kind of making a film at that point.
The chick in the car, like
no,
the dude?
No, not them. She was sat down. It was like an interview set up.
Which one?
Young, the pale chick. It was just her.
I'm trying to remember.
Like brown hair, I think.
But I mean, the footage from
almost like 90% of it.
No. But the footage of the stuff that was the crowdsourced
right,
stuff.
That's what I'm saying. Like
because
there
was because
the
even
bones of a film.
I saw that YouTube of them trying to sell the street art. The
that's
one
awesome.
That one, I actually saw that when it happened, because that got released like the next day. That was on that Banksy released that on the next day, or the day that was still going on when I saw that video. That was making me crazy, because I would have known that was Banksy. Like if I had walked past that, I would have been like, "Hey, you're ripping off." That is, I know the Banksy because of Exit the Gift Shop.
Yeah.
Because I kind of studied his work after that. I kind of did research on his stuff.
Yeah.
So I would have known that was Banksy shit or a ripoff. Like who?
Right.
Yeah, like I might have even gotten, "Hey, old man, why are you stealing Banksy's shit? This isn't, this isn't right. If you're gonna sell it, like, why don't you hit me like $10 a piece? Then if you're gonna be selling this stolen artwork."
Yeah.
But yeah, I love that it was crowdsourced. And that's what one of the...
And that art dealer, too. Oh, that guy definitely was...
The guy in Southampton. Yeah. Oh, I'm so glad he didn't sell anything.
Yeah.
And I believe to this day, it's all still...
Really?
Oh, yeah. That was at the end.
Yeah.
The
Sphinx.
Yeah, the Sphinx. He had a bunch of the stuff that he had purchased. But they did the Animal House ending, where they showed him and had the little dialogue at the bottom saying where he ended up.
Yeah.
So he, I'm so glad he hasn't made a dime off of that. I don't know what to think of the guys that came in and took the Sphinx.
Yeah.
They were kind of dicks,
but
at the same time, I mean, they were right. Somebody else was going to come take them.
True, but that still doesn't, I don't think that makes you right just because someone else is going to do something wrong. But
here's my thing with Banksy. If he's putting that stuff out there the way he's doing it, he's asking for that to happen.
Definitely. I don't think
so. I don't have a problem with them doing that.
No,
it doesn't bother me at all.
It doesn't really bother me that much. It was just it's sad that it almost happened so quick. I think that's my thing. if it was allowed to sit there for a while.
Well, yeah, I mean,
not that it would. I'm just saying.
The dudes that were selling
nice
that were putting the cardboard over it and charged $10.
Oh yeah, that was. Oh my God, that was maybe the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in my life. Just standing there blocking it from. That was awesome.
I didn't like the couple. I didn't like them. They were a pair of cornballs. Yeah, they were just cornballs. Like, I mean, I can't say I didn't like them. I just, I don't know. They were cornballs.
Yeah, a little bit.
They were very me. And I liked that the vagina anthill. Nobody ever found that one.
Yeah.
Did you catch that?
Yeah, that was interesting. Yeah.
They could not. They knew it was on Staten Island somewhere. But you think of how hard it would find. Like, because if you find an anthill, right, and then you go, all right, I'm going to be back to demolish you, and then you turn around and walk to the house and come back, you're never finding that anthill again. You're never going to find that anthill. So to know, all right, well, it's the smallest borough of New York.
Yeah.
But yeah, you still ain't going to find it.
Yeah. That was pretty great.
So I'm trying to think what else. Did you know about 5 Points? Had you ever heard of that?
I've heard of it, yeah.
I wasn't aware
it was such a...
that was heartbreaking.
Yeah, I was kind of pissed.
I remember when they waited that out, I'm like, because they were really like, they were making headway, and there was there was no way. There was no way they were going to let that.
That's such a shame.
It is, because it was amazing. I never got to go. I never got to go down there, or up there, whatever. That would have been nice, but 5 Points was this abandoned building that they had that had been covered with various graffiti, and it was kind of like a sanctimonious place. Like it was like an art center. Like somebody was there. I don't know if they owned it or who. Like I don't know how that all happened, because I don't think that was like an eminent domain thing. But it was one of those things where it was like, you know what? There's this culture. It's beautiful. Like
it should be protected.
It should be protected. And, there's just too much money to be made in Manhattan, Bronx. Yeah. I mean, not the Bronx, but Brooklyn, and now Queens. The Queens is starting to have the same thing happen with their gentrification. They're gentrifying as well now. Queens is getting very expensive.
Really?
Yeah. So, this leads us to the exit through the gift shop, because you had never seen that. Oh yeah, go.
Can I just say, like, not even just the film, but just the fact that Banksy is that amazing of a human being to actually pull off what he did. Like, that's a fucking feat.
Oh my God, yeah. So there's a radio show that used to be called Opie and Anthony, and now it's Opie and Jim. The guy Opie, he does a lot of New York videos, and he's had some of his videos shown, and he also does Kensington. He's got a little 2-minute documentary on Kensington.
Really?
And the crack, den that it is.
Yeah.
I strongly recommend you look that up. It's really interesting. But he had 2 of his videos bought.
Oh yeah?
No, it wasn't in it.
Oh.
He actually captured Banksy getting out of the van.
Really?
He was following it, and they pulled up, and I guess they had sat there for a little while, and he didn't go anywhere, and he was filming, and he caught Banksy coming out of the van. And do you remember the guy got arrested like a month ago? Like that they claimed it was Banksy, and they released the picture?
Yeah.
It's the same guy.
Really?
And they bought it. They paid a decent amount of money for it, and then they ended up not using it. But they did use a couple of his tweets, because they had all the tweets.
Wow. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, so he did. He caught video of it, and I mean you can see the video. He's got that posted as well.
Wow.
But yeah, he bought it. They paid like decent money for it though.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Because they paid everybody for that stuff, because you own it. Even if you put it on YouTube, you still can't try to make money off of it. So is that it? Are you good?
I was just saying that he did a lot of amazing stuff.
Yeah, no, he is. No,
like that crazy the Sphinx. I don't know. It's just crazy how shit just shows up. Like, how do you get that to just show up?
Well, I mean, do you spend a lot of time in New York? No, but do you spend a lot of time in New York?
No, I don't.
See,
I mean, I've been there, but
you go through New York, and there's tons of construction, and there's just those.
It's impressive, I think.
Yeah. Oh no, it's
especially
extremely.
with it's not like it was just like, oh, I left, a shoe or something. It was,
No.
I mean, these are serious pieces of
No,
material.
but we see, now when we do the car thing, the car bombing thing, which was really an interesting piece.
That was like,
yeah.
my mouth was agape for
Yeah,
that
exactly.
That landed with me more than pretty much anything.
Yeah, I mean, that's a big one.
Yeah.
That's a big one.
And I mean, the piece was like, what he did was really impressive too.
Yeah, and that's something, I would love to discuss the overuse of drones of this country at some point, because it's really a problem for me. But
I think what affected me more was what the operators of those drones said. That was horrendous.
Yeah. And the fact that they were in a safe environment doing that.
They were in a neighborhood.
Yeah.
And they're
No. What I mean is the guy that was flying that was thousands of miles away, possibly.
It's really big to have big balls then.
Yeah, it's really easy to be a tough guy.
Yeah, it's
when you're treating it like a video game.
It's very disheartening, just the reality of things. And it's, I don't know. We hold people like that up on a pedestal, and I don't think we should.
Yes, you're right, except then you get into the calling soldiers baby killers coming back from Vietnam. There's a very fine line.
It is.
There's a fine line,
but I do.
I agree. We're overmodulating a little bit here. Reel this back a little bit. But no, you're right. It's a discussion to be had. So we can talk about that. And did you catch the Dumbo video?
Yeah.
That was a guy dying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm on board though with him in that regard.
Yeah.
In fact, I think we're ramping up our drone strikes in Afghanistan.
Really?
Starting next week. Yeah. Yeah. More death from above.
It's just cyclical.
We're awesome, right?
Yeah, well,
we're the fucking empire, dude.
Yeah.
We really are.
All it does is, how can you think that won't just encourage more people to be like, well, fuck those guys? Jesus Christ.
It's bananas. We can't really have that conversation. I'm trying to keep it friendly here. We're keeping it light. It's a Thanksgiving show, for God's sakes. Oh my God. I can't believe I didn't announce this at the beginning. She's calling.
Really?
Yeah. I have my phone. It's right here. She is scheduled. It's 2:12 right now. She is scheduled for 2:24 to be exact. Give me 1 second here. Yes. We have 12 minutes, and she's calling. I forgot all about that.
Oh, that was something I could have known beforehand.
Yeah. We're going to put her on speaker.
Okay.
And we're just going to, her publicist is calling. I talked to him. It's all good. So anyway, so thank you I'm so glad I almost forgot about that. I mean, because I would have ignored it. If I hadn't addressed it, my phone would have started ringing. I'd be like, who the fuck's calling me during the show? Because everybody knows we're filming this.
Right,
yeah. All right. Oh, yeah, and one other thing, have you ever been in an area where there's a lot of street art and wall murals at night?
I don't think.
And worried, wait, should I be here right now? Is this safe?
Yeah, I mean,
I had to walk.
Where?
I had to walk from a train station to Spring Garden, past Spring Garden, and I went through some shady under some overpasses. You know what I mean? Not that it's a bad neighborhood,
right,
so much as it's just a rob me area. And then on the way back, it was even later. It was in the wintertime. And it was dark going to the concert, because we were going to the Electric Factory, if you've ever been there, which is on Spring Garden, and we were coming from Market East. So walking there was walking back was
right.
There's nothing in my hand. I'm just pretending I have a knife. Okay, but yeah, that's I had that. So the exit through the gift shop and Mr. Brainwash. Now, did you buy that whole story?
What? Everything?
The Frenchman, Mr. Brainwash, that he's a guy that just happened to collect all that video and all that footage.
I guess.
And then he got sucked into that world. It's a really interesting world.
Yeah.
The street art world is very
definitely
interesting. And I kind of feel like, I don't remember his name, but the Obey dude is kind of a fucking dick. And I mean, I would be annoyed by Brainwash. I would absolutely be annoyed by that guy. But he just kind of seemed like a dick from the go, from the word go.
I didn't get that too much. But
That might be me. I don't know. But I just kind of feel like he was kind of a dick to begin with. But I loved that documentary.
Yeah,
and I question how much of it was real. And at the
I don't
time,
know.
I was just learning about Banksy. I kind of thought the Frenchman was Banksy.
Be kind of interesting.
It would be interesting because, like when they show Banksy talking, you don't see his face and his voice is different.
Yeah.
So, I mean, who knows what that voice is?
Right.
And that guy doesn't have to be anybody.
Right.
You know what I mean? That could be just somebody doing, I'll fuzz out my face and I'll, turn my voice,
Yeah, definitely.
And you would never know if that was the Frenchman or not.
Right.
And could you pick out a fake French accent? You know what I mean? Like that guy might not speak with a French accent.
Right.
Who knows? But that would have been great. I was kind of rooting for that. I don't believe that now. Like we know too much about Banksy, and we still don't know much about him, but we know way more than he's definitely not that guy.
Yeah.
But I thought that was awesome. I really did enjoy. Exit to
I was
the gift
just
shop.
so pissed at the end of that.
Yeah,
Once
man.
the guy said like his name is Mr. Brainwash, because that's what art does. Like he was naming because he said that's what Banksy does. He brainwashes, and that's what all artists do. And I'm like, I don't think you get it. I think you should just go away. I got really upset. Like he's just he couldn't be he couldn't be farther from the truth of what artists are supposed to do and what they do. What world do you live in? I don't know. It really frustrated me a lot.
It was awesome. It was
jackass. And then that whole debacle with him putting that show together was just.
He made a lot of money on that show.
I know, and that pisses me off.
I kind of wanted that TV Mountain thing.
That was pretty awesome.
It was.
But
he didn't build it.
That's the thing. He ripped off other people, told other people to make the art, and then pretended he was good at anything.
Yeah, he rules.
My
Come
God.
on, you gotta give him credit.
I mean, it's a smart business model, I guess. But
it's the American dream.
It is, but it's wrong.
It's like Kid Rock.
Fucking Jack.
The American dream.
He just pissed me off. He literally just had a room of artists making stuff, and they're just like, yeah, this kind of sucks.
And then he's like, yeah, this is my art.
Yeah, fucking dickhead.
But let me think. What was some of the Banksy stuff in that? Did he have a car? I'm trying to remember. What were some of it? Because I thought that was the funnest part of the documentary was actually the stuff about Banksy.
Oh yeah,
he did that crazy. He did that crazy phone booth thing.
Yeah, that was
fucking awesome. And did the guy from Southampton have that? Did he have the phone booth?
He might.
See, you saw it after you watched, and that's what I'm
remember.
like. I remember seeing something.
It might have been.
I don't remember.
Well,
now.
there was one. I remember the wet dog he had, which he wasn't in Exit Through the Gift Shop. I remember that, but I don't remember if he had the phone booth or not.
Sorry about the drink. I'm very dry. Okay. So Brainwash is an asshole.
Yeah. He's a piece of
But
shit.
I love the Beck cameo. Like I can't believe. I mean, I guess that was cool because to show his face, they had to get his permission.
Right.
So they had to say, "Hey, we got this shot of you shopping at Vintage. Do you mind if we use it?" And like Beck was a guy. His grandfather was an artist. So and a weird avant-garde artist, not just any artist. Yeah. Have you ever seen the? Yeah. If you look at the album art in Mutations, which is my favorite Beck album.
Okay. I mean, I've listened to him, but I'm not.
Right. But he has his grandfather's art in there,
That's
and it's
pretty
like
sweet.
Weird shit. It's,
Yeah.
He's a weird artist. Good.
Good, but just
Yeah.
off kilter.
Okay. So speaking of off kilter, you have a television show you want to talk about.
Yeah. Well.
Just don't give any spoilers away, actually, because
You haven't seen it yet?
I have not seen the show.
No, it's mostly. I watched it's Twin Peaks, right? I'm trying to get back into watching because I watched the first season months ago, right? I watched the whole first season. I was totally in, and then I don't know, watched something else, I guess, and never got back into it. And it was actually because of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., because Kyle MacLachlan's on that show, and he's like fucking killing it. He's like the scariest person alive, and it's awesome. I'm like, all right, I'll pick up Twin Peaks again. It's not easy to do that, Glenn.
No,
The first episode of the second season is.
I heard the second season is
bizarre.
Not watchable.
It's.
I don't know. I mean, like I can't judge it because
it's
I've
almost
never
like
seen it.
they dare you to try to keep up with the plot lines. You know what I mean? Like it's not so much watch this show. It's just fucking try to watch this show.
I love David Lynch.
Yeah.
As a person.
Yeah.
I am infuriated by his films. They
Yeah?
just drive me nuts.
I don't know how I like them, but I like. He's an interesting character.
No, as a person. There
Right.
is on the one of
Is
the.
it because of Mulholland Drive?
Yeah, that's a big one. That's a big one. Like,
See, I kind of give him. I like Eraserhead. Is kind of the greatest thing I've ever seen.
Eraserhead's okay. I mean, I didn't love it. It didn't
Right.
move me. It didn't affect me. I just kind of felt like it was annoying. And part of the problem was that I watched it over 2 nights because my teacher, I watched it in an art class and
Who was
a
it?
film class. I'm not saying, but the teacher, broke the movie up into 2 nights, and that'll happen.
They did that, yeah. Even though we had
And that ruins it. And we had
time. We had like 2 hours, and she said, "No, we're gonna."
Right,
She did that to us.
we like to get.
If it's
Yeah,
the
we
same
like to go
teacher.
home early. We like
Yeah.
to go home early. I'm not. Yeah, I don't want to be railing against the teacher because I don't like to do that. But
No, but
like
it's
so
just
that
that
was my
happened.
introduction to the movie. Was watching it in half, and the room that we were in. Like, you want to talk about sound mix? Like when the thing was screaming, like it was not pleasant.
No.
And so I mean I need to give that. That's a different thing though.
Right.
But Mulholland Drive
Yeah.
is quite possibly the greatest suspense film of all time, until it isn't.
Right.
You
It was
know what I
meant
mean?
to be a TV show, right? That was the
Right.
whole
Yeah.
point.
It was supposed to be. Yeah. That was supposed to be the first like hour and 40 minutes or whatever was supposed to be a 2-hour pilot.
Right.
And then they were supposed to go from there, and ABC went, "We're not gonna pick this up," and he's like, "Well, I have all this, so I'm just gonna turn it into a movie, and it's all gonna be a dream." Like, and that's same with Dark Highway or Lost Highway. I fucking love that movie. Love that movie, but it's
seen it.
just infuriating.
Yeah.
It's infuriating.
What?
Like, Balthazar Getty now on Bill Pullman. Same character, different something. I don't. And go ahead. I dare you to say you don't get it. I
Right.
dare you to say that you don't like it because you don't get it. You'll look like a fool. Like, it's like you're caught in this loop of being afraid to say what it is. You know what I mean? So, and it's, he just infuriates. But if you watch, and I'll tell anybody this, find the DVD that has the interview with him. It's shot in black and white. He's got an old microphone that he's talking into, and he talks about the movie and making it, and because that took like 7 years to make.
Wow.
And he calls, what was the woman's name? Janet, the blonde. I forget the woman's
know.
name
I haven't
in
seen it.
Eraserhead, but he calls her on the phone, and he's got like this old-timey speakerphone.
Yeah.
Hello. Are you there? Like, he's awesome. Like, I so recommend watching. It was so much better than the movie to me.
Yeah.
Was watching the interview and like the thing about making the movie.
Yeah, he's a weird guy.
He is. No, he's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, awesome. I just
His tweets are
just
funny.
get very frustrated. I started following him, and I don't think he's tweeted since I've started
Well,
following
it's
him.
probably your fault. so.
Speaking of which,
Yeah.
we should promote our Twitters. Mine is glensfilm.com. I mean, at glensfilm, GLENNSFILM, and
Mine's at Velvet Jones 118.
the 118 is key.
Yeah.
And then we also have at Show Unnamed. Yes, at Show Unnamed is also the show Twitter. So we should probably do that, and we want to start tweeting with our followers, our many followers.
Legions.
So there you go. And so, so please, we railroaded your Twin Peaks.
It's just Twin Peaks. I don't know how to spoil it. The last season ended with like 18 and a half cliffhangers. Like, I think the entire episode was just cliffhanger after cliffhanger. And then the second season, it's weird. Okay, the second season starts, I don't even remember if any of them, it's just like you're not lucid watching that show, I think is my thing. It like puts me in this weird dream state of unreality. What's the matter?
We're being postponed.
Really?
I knew I shouldn't have said anything. I'm sorry. Allison Pell will not be on the show today. That's very disappointing. I knew I shouldn't have brought it up. All right. Okay.
Well.
Anyway, what were
Where
we
was
talking about?
I don't know.
Yeah, you know, her publicist was very nice.
Well, that's good. Thanks.
Anyway,
Yes.
so
How much
I
of
think
Twin
I
Peaks
just
have you
deleted
seen?
all my show prep too when she called or when I got that text. Fuck. No, there it is. Okay. All right. I'm sorry.
Have you seen Twin Peaks?
No, not a single
Not
episode.
a single episode?
No,
Wow.
it's on my it's on my Netflix queue because it's
Yeah.
on Netflix.
Yeah, I know. That's why
I
I
just
watch
have
it.
so much
I know.
other shit.
It's a problem.
It is.
But
No,
it's-
that is on my short list of things to. I can't believe we don't have her today. I really was counting on that. I mean, it was only going to be 4 minutes, but it was going to be a big 4 minutes.
A good 4 minutes.
Um,
No, but the second season opens with, like, it's a weird show. It'll sometimes just dip. I mean, out of 24 episodes, there's maybe 2 or 3 times where it just dipped into complete supernatural territory.
I didn't even realize that.
And it does that hardcore in the second season. Like the first episode, and then like another 3 episodes later, like they get like messages from space.
I was thinking about just watching the movie and then
it's-
not seeing anything else.
seeing
if
I've
I
seen
can
one
follow it.
scene of the movie, and man, you don't even know what to think. I don't know what to think about his stuff. I think that's my thing with David Lynch. You just kind of experience it.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
and that's
there.
it's awesome.
Yeah.
To an extent.
To an
I'm
extent.
down with that. I just, like I said, I remember I was hiding in my bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
My wife had friends over.
Yeah.
That I was not interested, and I think I was not feeling well,
Mm-hmm.
and I just went, I don't want to get you guys sick, and just was in the bedroom,
Yeah.
and I was watching the movie. And it was the best fucking movie. I'm like on the
Wait, which one? There's multiples.
the Mulholland Drive.
Mulholland.
I mean, I'm telling you, like
Yeah.
the scene in the restaurant
Uh-huh.
where it's like the
been a
camera's
long-
moving, like the guy that was in Lost is like having the conversation out of nowhere. We don't know who they are,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just this weird over-the-shoulder shots, and it's what everybody's trying to recreate now
Right.
with the moving camera during,
Yeah.
and it's just like swimming. It's like in a boat, and it's just so uncomfortable. And they're having this conversation, and it's like very nefarious, and I don't even know who these people are. And then
Right.
it's back to this, like, what happened out on my, it was awesome. And then it just stops being the most unbelievable suspense film ever. Like, and I
have
was
to
like,
rewatch it then.
yeah, I strongly recommend rewatching
really
it.
remember it.
I got so mad. I got so mad at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I'm
it was
sorry.
it was frustrating. Yeah, is that?
Yeah, it's also a frustrating show. I can't, like, I almost feel like I need to rewatch the first season just to know what's going on.
Well, it's
but I don't.
supposedly coming back to Showtime.
I'm kind of excited about that.
No, I'll believe it when I see it, to be
Yeah.
honest.
But it's just a hard, I don't know. Definitely, if you're going to watch it, make sure you watch it all the way through.
Oh, no, I will.
Because there's a lot of weird incidental things they kind of just throw out at you that it's a dense show. There's a lot of characters. The whole
I like
first
that.
episode is just introducing all the people, and it takes the whole like 2 hours to just get through the list of characters and the basic setup for their plot lines. It's crazy. So that's what I've been trying to like put all the pieces back together in my brain. Yeah, it's not going great.
Okay. Well,
So that's what I've been doing.
I had planned on segueing into the newsroom from our conversation with Alice and Pill, but yeah, I'm enjoying this season of the newsroom. I don't know how much more of the news they're going to be including, but they were at the correspondence dinner from last year, and they're in trouble. They have this. No, they have the stolen documents that they want to do the news report.
Oh, yes.
That the U.S. government paid a publicity firm to incite a riot in a third world nation, and that riot caused 39 people to die. And they got the government documents acknowledging that that's what happened, and now they're the guy that got the documents from the source, and then now the source showed up, and it's a little over big, You know, like it's a little over big.
Like it's getting out of hand? Maybe
No,
with
not
its
out
sort
of hand. It's just, you know, and
stretching
everybody,
your believability?
every single person is the fastest person on the planet. Like, you're a pretty quick dude. You know, you like can fire off a joke here and there.
Right.
I like to think that's one of my stronger suits, is being able to fire off something real fast. I don't know a lot of people that can do that.
Right.
You know what I mean? In real life, and in this world,
Every single one can do it?
Everyone can do it. And I mean, like, it's like, if there's 4 people in a room, get ready. Because it's like machine gun fire. It's like, pa, 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 pa. Everybody's just quip, 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 quip.
I feel like, I feel like that gets tiring after a while, though.
Yeah, it is.
That's
it
why,
does.
I mean, like, watching the show isn't that fun, because it's just,
for me,
I can't,
I don't know. I can't stop watching it. I love it. And the comeback was on, and it was Seth Rogen saved the day for Valerie Cherish, which is such a porn name, by the way, Valerie Cherish.
That's kind of awesome.
But yeah, like, it's such an uncomfortable show. The writer of her previous show wrote a new show about his heroin addiction and his relationship with this woman that was absolutely him, but he like added stuff, you know, like that didn't happen, including her blowing him.
Oh, okay.
And so they also have totally naked women in the sequence because he has to think of other naked women to be able to get it up to get the blowjob from this woman, and she's there, and he wants it to be graphic, like he wants her head bobbing up and down, and he's like explaining this, and Seth Rogen's just like, I don't think we need to do that. And like they already established like he has this dude has hero worship for Seth Rogen because he's like a big star. I mean, Seth Rogen's a pretty big dude, big star. Yeah. And so like everything Seth Rogen says is funny and blah blah. And so Seth Rogen's like, you don't need to make her bob her head up and down, do you? You just have her go out of. I mean, like that's you don't need to do that, right? I didn't think we were gonna do that. Right. Like. And that's and the guy's like, yeah, you're right, good idea, and they don't do the thing. They just have her like cowering underneath him while he's like making orgasm blowjob sounds. But yeah, it's so uncomfortable. It's awesome. It's I'm telling you, dude, you watch the whole show and you're like you don't have a neck because you're just like God, no. Stop! Don't bring a ham. Don't send him to get the ham, and you're gonna know exactly what I'm. Anybody that saw it knows what I'm talking about. I think I was laying in bed watching it on my phone, and I'm like, no, don't send him for a ham.
Did you get weird looks?
She does. No, my wife was asleep. No, I was by myself. Like, and, you know, I was awake by myself. Yeah, that is all I have for today. Yeah. You have anything else?
I don't think so.
I know I wanted. Oh.
I watched the first half of Akira.
I know Akira. What is it? The
anime from the 80s.
Yes.
I need to watch the rest of it. I got sidetracked by something.
Yeah,
that's all I've really seen.
I don't do the anime.
Why?
I don't know.
I'm not a big anime guy.
Yeah, I'm actually over cartoons.
But it's
no. I understand. No, I'm not shitting on it. I'm not bad mouthing cartoons. I watched cartoons well into my 30s. I hit a certain point. I can't. It was like 4 years ago. Well, I can't watch The Simpsons anymore. I have the first 11 seasons on DVD.
What's wrong with you?
Nothing. I mean nothing. I just I.
But it's just I don't know.
No.
It's just a medium.
Like, I understand.
Okay.
No. I can't. I can't sit there. Like kids movies, I'm like out. Like with my daughter, I'll pop on like the Lego Movie.
Really?
There's every time I watch it, there's a scene I hadn't seen before. I have seen Despicable Me 1 and 2, seriously, no less than 20 times each. Like I've been in the room with them, and there are still scenes that I'm like, I don't remember. I've never seen this before because I literally do not pay attention. I am so gone from movies. Same with Frozen. They were talking about Frozen. Have you ever seen it?
No.
You're a dude. Like, you don't have kids, right? Right. So, no, there's like these trolls in it. Like I went like 4 or 5 times. They're like a major part of the movie. They're
Like
only
you
in
went
it.
to the theater?
No, I don't. No, I don't believe in taking children to movies because it's so fucking expensive. Like I don't mind going to the movie once in a while.
Yeah.
But I'm not. I'm gonna be paying for this thing $14.
Right.
You know, through Amazon or for a DVD. I'm not gonna go to the movies to pay for it. I did take her to one movie. We didn't have electricity at our house, and it was the middle of summer. We were getting a new circuit breaker installed, and it was like 100 degrees, like literally. So we went to the mall, and then I'm like, you know what? Monsters University was playing in the theater, so I'm like, you know what? We're going to the movies, and I'm gonna try to stay awake through this whole thing.
Did you? No.
Yeah, I think I did actually.
Okay.
But I had headphones in.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I was listening to something else. I wasn't, I'm telling you, man, I can't stand, and it's, like I said, I don't like cartoons anymore. I used to love Family Guy. I used to love Family Guy. You know what, actually, and I watch South Park. I do. I still watch South Park. That's the only cartoon I still watch. There is one. And that's what killed, actually, Family Guy for me, was the South Park episode making fun of it.
Really?
With the manatees. Have you ever seen that
Yeah.
episode where they choose the 3 random words or whatever?
Yeah, that was funny as hell.
Yeah, that's...
That actually ruined Family Guy for you?
Yeah, because I watched it after that, and I'm like, oh my God, they're right.
Yeah.
This is made by manatees.
Yeah.
Like it is it's just, oh, I remember the time.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember the time.
No, I know.
It gets old.
Man.
Yeah, it's the same thing over and over again.
Yeah.
I mean, the first season was awesome. I mean the original season when they had like the baby was just trying to kill that first storyline where the baby was like trying to kill Lois.
Yeah.
It was a really funny idea. That was a really funny idea, and thank God they didn't like continue to beat it into the ground. He still doesn't like her, but at least he's not trying to kill her constantly. But the first, no, I liked it. I've outgrown. I can't, like I said, I can't watch The Simpsons, and I've been around it, and I've heard a few, like it's
right. It's been
it's on, and like, oh, that's funny. Oh, that was funny, but I couldn't imagine sitting and watching it anymore.
That's really weird.
It is because it happened. Like I watch everything. I watch Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Like I watch all that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Every kind of cartoon. And then, like, was the Howling Castle, the Wolf's Howling Castle, all that shit. Like, I'm telling you, man, I was a cartoon guy up until like 4 years ago, and now I can't watch any of them except for South Park, and that's an exception. South Park's the greatest, one of the best shows on television.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to you. Like that's,
I don't know.
It's weird.
I don't know if it's an age thing. I mean, I can't imagine it's an age thing.
I don't think so.
Because I still listen to new music.
Yeah, and like, I don't even understand. Like, I don't know why it would be an age thing. Like, I don't know what makes I mean, I can understand why some cartoons. I mean, most
you hit
cartoons
a certain age,
are.
then things start to feel a little weird. It's like house parties.
Really?
Yeah, dude. There was a point where I couldn't go
cartoons?
I went to a house party, and I'm like,
animated things.
Yeah, I went to a house party, and I shouldn't have been there. Like, you know what I mean? Like, everybody was just enough younger, and I'm around young people all the time.
Right.
Like, I mean, you're 21.
Right.
Like, I literally, I know a woman. They're like this, like. Her dad, she's give or take my age, and her dad is like, don't you know anybody that you can hook her up with? And I don't. Like, I literally don't have any single male adult friends that are in my age group.
Wow.
They're all, early 20s. And so, I mean.
It's an interesting problem.
It is weird. It's weird. It's weird. Like, I have a couple of core friends from my grade school or whatever, like that I know on Facebook that I'm friendly with, that I'll converse with. But I don't have any of my friends from high school, grade school. I don't hang out with anybody. Like, all of my adult friends that are my age, I made in my 20s. Yeah. And I don't hang out with any of them anymore. Like, hardly.
Right.
Like, very infrequently.
I don't know if I should feel bad for you or not.
Yeah, don't feel bad for me. I'm good.
All right.
I have a good life.
Okay.
It's exciting. I went to a black tie dinner on Saturday.
I saw on Facebook.
Yeah.
What was it?
It was a gala for. It's actually the senator, a former senator, was getting. He's retiring from his position at this nonprofit that helps autistic and other special needs people.
Oh.
And,
how'd you get in?
My wife works for a company that's a very large donor to the cause, and that's what we sat at a table. Like there's like 100 tables or whatever. Maybe not that. Yeah, probably about 100, I'd guess. And maybe it was 50. Maybe it's 50. There's a lot of tables.
Okay.
Like it's a big room.
I get the idea.
It's a big room, like way bigger than a wedding. You know?
Yeah.
And the senator came to our table to thank us all personally for coming.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was. And that's what the former Eagles and St. Louis Rams coach, Dick Vermeil, is also a major donor to this organization. Awesome. And he is the nicest man because he really, I am certain, does not want to take pictures with all the people that he was forced to take pictures with, including myself.
Right.
But he's awesome and it's fun. And that's what I didn't care. I wasn't even going to get a picture with him. But the lady that was at our table, that's a coworker of my wife, she's like, I can't believe it. And her husband wasn't there. And this is like, they're like football people. And she's like, I want to, and she's like taking creep shots of him. And I'm like, he's going to take a picture with you. Like, why don't we go over? And she's like, I don't know. And she was getting ready to leave. And I'm like, let's go. And I took her over. And so, it's so quick to take a picture now with the phone. So it's like nothing. So I take the picture with her. I take like 3 real fast, rapid fire, bam, bam, bam. And I'm like, you know what? I wasn't going to do this, but can you? Right. And I hand her my phone. I can't believe I did this. I hand her my phone, and I see that she doesn't, I don't know if you know on iPhones, you can press the plus or minus button will also take a picture, the volume on the side. Oh, okay. So I thought she did that because I saw her messing with it. So I'm like, okay, she got the picture. And I walk away, and he sits back down at his table because we came over to his table.
Oh, see, that changes it.
Dinner's over. Dinner's over, though. I mean, it's all the awards were given out. It was all done. And so she's like, no, I didn't get the picture. And I'm like, it's no big deal. I'm not harassing him anymore. I'm done. So we walked away. And I went back to the table. I told my wife was in conversation with some people, and I wasn't going to jump into it. So I'm like, I'll be back. I'm going to go look at all the stuff they're auctioning off. So as I'm walking through, he gets up and he's walking with me, and I had the compulsion. I had to do it, and I'm like, I'm sorry, she messed up hitting the button. Can we just take a quick? And I'm quick with the phone. I mean, I am. So I bang, 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 and I got a selfie. I took 3 quick rapid fire shots.
Wow. That's pretty sweet, though.
So, or two or 3, real quick, and so now I have those. And I'm gonna tell you something. Like the iPhone. I have a 5C, and I had a 4 at the time, last year at this event, and the picture quality, the only reason, because it was in the same room with the same lighting, and the picture quality on the new phone, which is not even anymore the new phone, it's now the old phone, was so much better. Like the first picture I took was really grainy and like not good. And then this one, and it was the front camera.
Oh, really?
And it was way better. And that's what the lady who I took the picture, she had a 5C, or I mean a 5S as well, and the picture looked great. Like with the it was.
Well, you'd hope, right?
Yeah.
That it would get better.
No, but I mean it's way better.
Yeah.
So all right. So I think we're gonna end this now. Where are we at here? Yeah. We did. I thought we were gonna end up 15 minutes early. Who knew we could bullshit for so long? So. I don't know if it made any sense.
No, probably not, but that's fine.
Anyway, so happy Thanksgiving. We'll be back next week. I have no idea what we're going to do next week.
We'll figure it out.
I'll tell stories of driving up and down the turnpike at 70 mile speed limit, 90 miles an hour.
I'll probably have horror stories of...
Yes. Oh, yes. Let's hear some Black Friday stories.
For me?
Yeah.
I don't have many. That's
no,
the thing.
No, not now. Next week, hopefully.
Well, I should.
Yeah.
Because I've worked Black Friday before, but it was later in the day, and it was still incredibly busy, but it wasn't... It's going to be bad, I think. Like, I worked at, like, maybe 4 or something. I came in and worked till close last year, so...
Yeah, let's...
So this year's going to be interesting.
So hopefully we'll have some awesome trampling stories.
Yeah.
And I'll talk about my speeding ticket that I get this weekend. And I'm going to have to be good. I'm going to have to actually drive well, because I do have trouble keeping it under the speed limit. I have a weird compulsion when I'm driving to get there as fast as possible. It's like a problem. So, okay, well, we're going to wrap this up. Everybody have a nice Thanksgiving. Don't pass out while you're driving after eating all that turkey. And
don't
see you next week. Yeah, and don't throw up. Sing. Bye.